Specifically at a local level, I mean, of course, we still have some great national publications, New York Times, Washington Post, Wall Street Journal, but specifically at a local level, the metro dailies have been hit severely in our country, and I think this is a great example of a local story that had ended up having global implications and impact, and it's about we've really lost, I think as a country, especially in the U.S., we've lost sight of the fact of how necessary it is for us to have, investigative journalism, high-level investigative journalism.
There's a trust level that if you've seen someone's work and you know that they're competent, you know that they can empathize with the process that you're going through, so there's a shorthand. But I think Tom's real achievement in this, to my mind, was the restraint and the way he really designed all of our performances. I won't go that far, but you know what I mean. He contained our performances in a way that allowed the substance of the material to shine and to develop in a way that really made us feel connected as an ensemble. And when I saw the film, I was very impressed by the architecture of the acting, and that is what Tom did.
I think it may have been informed by the access that was given to us by the people that we played, their generosity, and letting us kind of get a little window into their world and how they operate and who they were. So that certainly kind of gave us a tapestry with which to work. And then, you're ahead of the game when you start if you have that information. So it certainly put me at ease to have an inkling of, what it is these people did and how they achieved what they achieved. As for the rest of it, I think it might be a little bit of luck in terms of how these things happen and how chemistry is formed. But I will give credit to Tom for having the sensibility of choosing the people that he chose.
In my case, it was a great help. I'm almost immediately called Ben Bradley Jr., who I play, and arranged to have lunch with him. Went up to Boston the next day, and he was completely generous with his time and his insight and his advice, and just told me what his work life was like, what it was like making sure that this story was told thoroughly and properly, and but he was also there while we were shooting, and I forget who, somebody asked me, doesn't it make you self-conscious having the person you're playing standing off camera watching you do it? And which is a good question, because it could in many situations, but it didn't make me self-conscious at all. I felt totally supported by him, and he was really great to me.
I just had the fortune of seeing it at Telluride, which was really wonderful. The audience was just rapt. There was, you could hear a pin drop, and it's a very smart film. There's no spoon feeding, and everyone was just with it. Like the comedy played, which is unexpected. I mean, there are really beautiful moments of levity in it as well, and everyone was just really on top of it and with it, and it was wonderful to get to sit there and feel everyone's attention.
I mean, one thing I'm very proud of with this film is the ensemble. I think it's by far one of the largest and most talented ensemble. And as a director, it's such a privilege to go to set every day and know you're going to be working with different actors, and they all are bringing their A game. And we could tell early on we just had something just based on the work they were doing. And creating an ensemble is a difficult thing, and it really relies on the generosity of each actor to sort of know when it's their moment to shine and their moment to let someone else. And that was a fascinating experience. I think it shows on screen.